What's good, YouTube? So in this video, we're going to be going over how to create an AI avatar that looks like you, sounds like you, so you can scale your content. So if you don't have time for content, you don't want to show your face on content, you don't have time for content, you don't want to create the content, this is the video for you. We're going to show you how to take your face, duplicate it into an AI avatar, take your voice, also insert it into this tool, start creating content at a mass volume. And before we get into this, let's hop into my screen and show you what this actually looks like so you can start to see the quality of this AI avatar and start to envision the end goal of what you can do in 2026 with AI. Let's get it. So let's look at this video I did right here with my AI clone with Pooh. So Pooh Shiesty did what now? Rob Gucci Mane? Man, that's crazy, bro. How do you rob the hand that feeds you? And what's crazy is your homeboy went and robbed a man with the ankle monitor beeping live and direct to the FBI boys. That is crazy. So Pooh Shiesty wakes up on January 10th and goes and robs Gucci Mane, the CEO of 1017 label. For those who don't know who Pooh Shiesty is, think about this as Lil Wayne robbing Birdman. Now, as you can see in the comments right here, the first comment is, bruh, is this AI? And someone is like, it's not. And I'm like, it is. Like, people still cannot tell that this is AI, and that's crazy. Okay, so the tool that I utilize to create my AI avatars is HeyGen. I've tried a Higgs field. For me personally, for whatever reason, it's just too complicated. There's too many buttons. And plus, I've realized that Higgs field is good if you're trying to create like cinematic stuff. For me, I really just utilize my AI videos for ads, social media content, etc. And if you're thinking about what you can utilize AI avatars for, or if you're still thinking about what exactly can I use this for, I'll give you 5 use cases. So, and this is off the top too, right? So number one, social media content. So again, if you don't have time to create content yourself, content creation has been getting too expensive, time consuming, energy consuming. AI avatars is an amazing solution. B, ads. So if you run ads, or if you want to run ads, you can leverage AI avatars as well. And as you can see on my screen, you can also leverage AI avatars that have different looks. So it doesn't just have to be you. 3, you can utilize it for courses. So if you want to create digital products courses, you can leverage your AI avatar for that as well. 4, video messages. So if you send video messages, or if you would like to send video messages in your sales funnel, this would be an amazing solution. And lastly, it can be used just like a vision board, right? If you want to see how an idea can look, or if you have a video idea and you want to kind of visualize it before you shoot it, this AI tool can come into the use case. So first things first, let's show you how to create your own avatar. So what you're gonna do when you come on here, you're gonna come up to avatar, and then you're gonna press my avatar, and you're gonna press add a look. And then when you add a look, what you're going to do is you're going to design with AI if you don't have an AI image already. So some people go on Higgsfield and create their own avatar and then come on here and then just upload the look. So you could do that if you're already kind of familiar with this space, or if you already have an AI avatar and you just needed to talk or to move. But if you're like me and you're not all into like AI content creation, you kind of need your handheld or kind of want to go from scratch, I would press design AI. And what it's going to do is going to have you add a base photo. So I'm going to go ahead and utilize this photo of myself. So you want to make sure it's a good picture of you. Sometimes it tells you if it's not a good picture. So I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like. So it says not recommended as a base look. So it will tell you if the picture that you put isn't a good source image. So you're going to go ahead and then put a good picture and then say whatever you want. Put me in a podcast environment in a suit. And you're going to generate looks. So first thing you'll notice is it's going to first start generating 3 looks. And then what you can do is you can scroll down and then remix these looks. So if you want to kind of steal this vibe, you can press remix look. I already have a good amount of podcast vibes, so let's find something different. So if you're a doctor, or you want to put yourself in a doctor outfit, you press remix look. It essentially swap out this character and kind of put you in this outfit, put you in this scenery. So again, if you're a gym trainer, this can be really good. If you're a podcaster, this can be really good. So again, you want to think about how you want to use this and then think about the different type of avatars that you want to create. So we're going to give it a second and then come back once it's done generating. So you will just, and you'll know that you've pressed the right thing. Once you come into your avatar, you see that it's generating like this. So this is how you know you've done the right thing. So we're going to give it a second to go ahead and populate. So these are some of the AI characters that came out, and you will notice they will not all be perfect. So this one I like though. This one that I'm hovering over, I like. I'm going to go ahead and heart that. When you heart them, they move to the top and they come as suggested avatars. This one is not bad. This one is not bad. I am going to delete this one. My face is kind of funny. I'm going to delete that. This one is kind of funny. I'm going to delete that as well. Okay, so another thing that I really like about, and also as mentioned, you have different private avatars. You can come here and then press on the avatar, and then most of them have different looks for the most part. So you can select them, and then here on HeyGen, they have Video Agent. So Video Agent is where you can create a bit more produced content. Let me see if I can pull up an example. The Yeezy phenomenon didn't just happen, it was engineered by a visionary who refused to play by the rules. Kanye West saw a gap in the market. He didn't want to just make shoes, he wanted to redefine what high fashion streetwear could be. Moving to Adidas was the game changer. It gave him the manufacturing power to match his immense creative ambition. The results were staggering. Yeezy quickly transitioned from niche drops to a multi billion-dollar empire that dominated the culture. By blending comfort, style, and scarcity, Kanye took the brand to heights previously reserved for legacy fashion houses. Love him or hate him, you can't deny the impact. That is how Kanye West took Yeezy to the top of the world. Yeah, so with the Video Agent, I simply just gave it a very simple prompt of tell a story on how Kanye took Weezy to new heights, and then I had selected one of my avatars that was generated from selfie mode. And what Video Agent does is provide the script. It provides the B-roll. As you can see, it's all of these B-rolls here that it was able to pull on itself. As you can see, it was a very minimal prompt. Obviously, with anything AI, the better the prompt, the better results. And I did a few renditions, and then you're able to kind of get a good idea on what each component has. It does a really good job with this plan builder thing. So the plan builder kind of walks you through what the script is going to be, what the details are, essentially create slightly more highly produced content, B-rolls and music and all that type of stuff. And then you can come in here, press each scene and then edit it as you like. So if you come here and say, I would like to change the scene or I would like to change the music, that's one way to do it. Also, if you press assets and come to the voices, you can switch out the voices, you can switch out the media. There's a lot of options of how to edit this that I really like. So that's one way that you can go about it. But for me, I'm a big prompt guy, so I would simply just go and say, hey, remove the element in scene 2, or edit the text in scene 3. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I go about it. Hey, what's up? I hope you're getting value, and if so, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your boy is really trying to get to 2K subscribers on YouTube. But I wanted to pause this video to let you know that you qualify for my Digital Wealth Academy, which essentially is all in one-stop shop marketing course that teaches you everything you need to know to make money from your everyday apps like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And we give you digital products that you can go to the market and sell right now with no experience, no degree. This is 100% beginner friendly. And you get 2 free calls with me directly, the same person you're watching. You're not going to be talking to a virtual assistant or a third party. So I hope you can take advantage of this opportunity because it's really limited and we'll be closing these slots soon. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Now, I will say one thing about Video Agent that I really, really like is that it's really, really good for ads. If you don't know already, I am working on an AI receptionist business, and we actually are testing out AI ads. And for me, number one rule on this channel is that we do not hide the sauce, because I'm a firm believer on if you hide the sauce, then you don't got enough sauce. And if I'm sharing this sauce, there's way more sauce than where this came from. So if you catching my drift, let me get a like and subscribe. But kind of moving on here, right? With HeyGen's Video Agent, I simply ask for Claude to give me a prompt. It gives me the prompt, the style, the avatar, the music, and the script, right? And again, if you are still new to AI, I would simply test Claude and ChatGPT against each other or any other platform that you're using, and then simply just ask it for a prompt for an ad, business, give it an idea, give it the feeling that you want people to feel on the other side, give it a target audience. Again, what you put in is what you're going to get out. So this is me giving it my prompt, and then I'm going to go ahead and play what this came out to be. Really dope. And as you can see, it's like
your business is losing thousands, you just don't see it. Every missed call is someone ready to pay you. And when you don't answer, that money disappears. No voicemail, no second chance, no callback, they just go to your competitor. That's why I switched to Cosmic AI. It answers every call instantly, 24/7, and turns missed opportunities into real customers. If you care about your revenue, tap below.
Now listen, as a guy who's been in this space for 8 years, marketing, AI, tech as it relates to growing small businesses and entrepreneurs, this type of thing, even as a draft, would cost you like $100 like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? And for the fact that you can simply come to a tool like this and draft something like this in minutes is really crazy to me. And this is where times are at. So if you're running ads or looking to test ads, obviously we didn't use ads, so I don't really care. HeyGen is a dope platform. Actually, by the way, I don't know if I brought this up. This is not a sponsored video. Hopefully one day it is. But, I really, really think that this platform is dope for AI content creation, for personal, for ads. But let's keep it going. Okay, now the second way that you can create your agent is when you press create avatar. and you create from a real person, you will have the opportunity to upload selfie mode. I do believe I've hit my credit, so I won't be able to use it yet. So I've maxed mine out. Excuse me, sorry. So the selfie mode essentially has you literally record a selfie of yourself and record a video. I'm gonna show you what mines look like, and then from there it takes that video and it kind of serves as like a video you can repeatedly use. I'm not a big fan of it simply because you're kind of limited to this outfit, you're limited to this background. It's a bit difficult to switch out the vibes, in my personal opinion. But hey, you might get a better result than me. So let me know if you have a better experience with selfie mode versus uploading a picture. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the voice. So up here in the corner where you see this audio wave file and you press edit, that's where you can add and edit voices. So when you press new voice and you press clone your voice, it'll give you the opportunity to read this script, and then once you read this script, it'll essentially take that voice, duplicate it, and then try its best to mimic it across all your content. And then it'll also have you align your voice with a voice engine. A lot of people are big fans of 11 Labs and people leave it on auto. For whatever reason, for me, I have the best experience with Fish. I don't know if it's been the same with y'all's. And you could also preview the voice here and then kind of specify exactly what's wrong. But to be honest, in my personal opinion, between Fish and then the workaround I'm going to tell you about right now, that's kind of been my go-to strategy as it relates to the voice. And that strategy is simply recording your voice as an audio and then uploading it to HeyGen. So what you could actually do is when you press quick create or any video creation prompt and you press upload, you could actually upload a file here. So as you can see, I have a lot of files that I've uploaded where I'm simply just recording my audio on my voice memo, and then you can choose your avatar that you want to utilize your voice from that voice memo, and then that way it sounds exactly like you. Because for me, my issue with content creation is sometimes my brother don't have a fresh cut. As you can see, I'm not, that comfortable on camera, but if I can make myself look how I feel and then just sound like me, we can make it happen. So that's like the second workaround that I use. So depending on the type of content you're creating, you can do a voiceover, upload it, and then just have your avatar that looks just like you actually verbalize over the audio. I'm going to show you an example of one that I've done. And before we get into that, I want to show you how I actually come up with my content ideas. So I actually came to Claude and then told it to give me an entire social media strategy and some scripts for my AI agent. So I could tell just based off how long this was that I actually talked to it. So I'm just going to highlight some of the key parts simply because I could tell when I talk, I kind of ramble a lot. So I don't want to go through my ramble, but I'm like, all right, Claude, we need a nice profile build for my AI character. He's my clone. His name is PJ. He's a cool guy. He's typically suited up in a podcast setting. I want his vibe to be motivational, informative, funny, so incorporate a sense of humor on certain days. He likes to say motivational stuff targeted towards the young guys, the young women, and people who are coming to the internet looking about how they can make money. But we don't want our content to be too promotional and salesy, but we want it to be a good amount of motivational stuff. I can see myself just chatting, talking about something, you know what I'm saying? And then I give it an example, like, expansion leads to exposure. When you expand your mind to different things, you expand your environments, different cultures, etc. So I'm just giving examples of the type of things I wanted to talk about. Take that flight, take that trip, that business idea. Don't let anybody stop. So I kind of emphasize on the different scripts, and they don't all need to be tied to business. Some of them can be motivational, right? So I'm kind of being very, very specific here. Let's see what else is worth highlighting. I can see some more examples that I gave it here. And then I did highlight some of the content can have a call to action to the link in the bio, which is where I have my digital products. So that way I'm leveraging my AI agent to actually create, income through my digital products. So this is actually what it gave me with that. So it actually gave me an entire profile on the vibe of age, on the vibe of PJ, on the audience that we're looking to target, his look, his tone. So it took everything I said and then it gave different scripts, right? So it gave different scripts. So this is one that says, being broke and ambitious. Can we be honest about something? How being broke and ambitious at the same time feels XYZ. And then it actually gives me a accompanying caption to use as well. So this is a script, and then the caption is right below it. So simply what I would do is just take this script and come over to HeyGen. I would paste that here, but I've already done that. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a platform called Submagic. And the reason why I'm showing you this in Submagic is because Submagic is a platform where I actually bring my videos after they go through the script and it puts in B-roll. It makes it look really, really nice, and something that I think will help people not really realize too much that it's AI because that's B-roll and all of that dope stuff. see if we can get it to play. Let me say something right quick, and I actually need you to sit with this. Expansion leads to exposure. When you expand your mind, when you step into new environments, new cultures, new rooms you've never been in, you expose yourself to new ways of thinking, new ways of making money, new people who move differently than anyone you grew up around. That trip you keep putting off, take it. That business idea sitting in your notes, start it. That room full of people that intimidate you, walk in anyway. Growth doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. It happens the moment you decide to go somewhere your old self wouldn't have gone. You're not too late. You're not too young. You're not underqualified. You just haven't expanded yet. So expand. The exposure will follow. Follow for more. So one thing that's dope about Submagic is that you could actually go in and update the B-roll. You could actually go in here and update the text on the screen, update the video from text in itself as well. So if you come to edit scenes, you should be able to adjust the B-roll. And they have a pretty nice B-roll libraries, as you can see, so you can swap these things out to your liking. You could add B-roll, you could add zooms, one thing I really like. So they have a pretty nice thing going on here on Submagic. And then one thing I really like is that you can come here and edit your video based off of your script. So if you made a mistake here, you can highlight this and then remove from the selection, and it will take this part of the video out. So if you use Loom or any text-based editing platform, it has that feature here. But as mentioned, one thing I really like about this is that it kind of distracts people from the fact that this is AI because of the B-roll and the edits and the cuts. So it comes out looking real well. So it comes out looking really nice and performs pretty well on social media. So I would definitely recommend Submagic. So I go from Claude for my script, then I go to HeyGen to utilize my avatar. Then I simply just record my voice reading the script, upload it to HeyGen, and then bring it over to Submagic, and then we go live. And then I actually believe that Submagic has a feature where you're able to actually schedule the content directly to your social media as well. So that's what I would definitely recommend. You could also do presentations with this as well. So you could upload presentations to HeyGen and then actually, let me see if it'll show you guys the old one. And believe it or not, I literally made I actually literally made an entire course utilizing HeyGen with my avatar, and this course is literally teaching people how to monetize as rising influencers. So this is the opportunity to plug in. If you are a creator under 10,000 followers and looking how to monetize on social media, I literally made a course with my AI agent teaching you exactly how to do so. And we actually go through like content strategy, what brands are looking for, engagement rates, all of that good stuff. So make sure you get that. The link is in my bio. As you can see here, we're talking about the engagement rate, the formula. We actually have a guest lecture as well. So this is going to be a very, very informative asset for you to get. It actually comes with scripts. It actually comes with brand contacts as well. So you could actually take some actionable steps after you watch this. So this is my strategy on exactly how you can utilize AI content to scale your presence, scale your visibility, grow your business, enhance your funnel, etc. Hopefully this was helpful. And as mentioned, there are tons of resources in the description that you can grab now and learn directly from me at a bit more of an in-depth approach as it relates to how to navigate these tools. And hopefully you got inspiration or got an idea on how you can leverage these tools and you are able to get to it. Without no further ado, make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.